welcome to MSTV. I am your host, Joe Pietaro, publisher of Muscle Sport Magazine, and we are going to be joined in just a moment or so by MSM columnist Jason Genova. Yes, he of the Delray Misfits. Once again, he's back in the fold with the boys. So we're glad to hear that. This is the new Jason. This is the post-cherry breaking Jason. So yes, of course we spoke about that, the Memorial Day party and all the hijinks that went along with it. But we're also going to see some of our regular host of hosts, such as Dina Burley, the most amazing ass of all time, will be joining us in just a fucking lovely fucking video clip of her and her just delicious looking derriere. And we're also going to see from more of your favorite MSTV hosts. So don't go anywhere. We're going to go for a quick break, and we'll be right back with Jason Genova.
Wrestle.
And he is back on Muscle Sport TV. Multiple appearances for the Piss Lord, Jason Genova. What's up, bro?
What's up? I'm doing good today. It's really gloomy today in South Florida. Another gloomy Florida day.
Really? We have a beautiful day up here in the Northeast. So usually,
I wish I was there, man. It's so sickeningly gloomy. It's raining. Been raining here on and off all day.
Oh, yeah. Usually it's the other way around. You guys have the nice sun, and
we have the sun in the morning, but then we get from the humidity. The clouds roll in from the moisture, the humidity.
Okay. Yeah. So I need to ask you some questions, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with your muscle contest in July 4th? Are you in or out?
Here's the problem, and I'm going to explain this to my fans. I had an issue. This is what happened. Average Rich bought the hotel ticket last minute. Okay? He wasn't paying attention what he did. He made a bad decision. I told him, I said, listen, get the ticket first. Get the plane ticket first. The guy ordered the freaking hotel first, then paid for the plane ticket. He screwed the whole trip up.
So what's the difference? Why, you didn't get the hotel you wanted?
No, he didn't get he overspent on the hotel and didn't buy the ticket first. I told him, listen, use your brain. He didn't use his noodle. He paid for the hotel and didn't buy the ticket first, so it fucked the whole trip up.
So, but you would have had to buy plane and hotel anyway. What's the difference? What order you do it?
He says he bought it in a nice area, overspent for the plane ticket.
For the hotel, you mean?
Yeah, he overspent. He overkilled. I said, listen, that was a poor decision there, Rich. You know what I think? Rich is a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. Average Rich is a nice guy. Mm-hmm. But I think he makes poor judgment calls sometimes.
Okay, so now what happened? You canceled the hotel and you're not going to be able to make it?
No, he couldn't cancel the hotel. He couldn't get a refund. He couldn't get a refund. So now he's stuck with the hotel, and he can't even send me out to LA now. So now the whole trip is messed up. I said, listen, we're gonna just have to you're gonna have to compete in Florida. I mean, you made the mistake. It's your fault. It's your doing. I have family issues down here I have to take care of. I got a sick mother. I got a sick 90-year-old grandmother. And I was looking forward to the July trip, but what you did is you were stupid. You ordered the hotel. It was $300-400. You didn't buy the plane ticket. You didn't get a cheaper hotel. So you blew all your money for nothing. I said, listen, Rich. I said, why are you buying a hotel last minute? Well, I said, listen, Rich, I had a person who was going to help me with the plane ticket. He forfeited out. And I said, listen, Rich, you shouldn't have you should have talked to me first before you purchased that hotel and not did that stupid stuff. He bought the hotel anyway, and he was gullible, and he bought the hotel, and he screwed up the whole trip. The whole trip is a big mess now.
All right, so at this moment right now, you're not going right now, right?
I'm not going right now because I said, listen, Rich, why can't you just get the money back for the ticket and just pay for my plane ticket? He says, "Oh, they can't refund." He was arguing with the people. You know what my opinion on this whole trip was? I think this whole trip, my opinion on it is, I don't want to put Rich down or anything, but I think this was to gain subscribers for him.
Yeah, but having you with him would have gotten even more. So he would want that.
Yeah,
right?
that's why he's going to have to come down to Florida now. He screwed the whole the trip. It's just a big mess.
I'm sure it wasn't intentional. Maybe he just wanted a nicer place. He didn't want to put you up in a shitbag place where there's hookers
Yeah, I
and
didn't want to put me
bed
in a
bugs.
shitbag place, but he sacrificed the whole trip.
All right. Well, you know what? Hopefully, he did say that he was going to try to come and do the Ruby as well, right?
Yeah, he's going to come and do the Ruby, and after the Ruby, I want to go back to L.A. with him because my plan was taking a trip to L.A. anyway, and I need to see my fans in L.A. anyway. I got thousands of fans who are extremely disappointed that I'm not going to L.A. now. So, you know what? Instead of me not going totally on the trip, why not do the Ruby and then just go back to L.A. with them just for a week or something for vacation or something like that?
For not a show. Well, that's so okay. So then if you can swing that, that'll be cool. Then you're still going to go out there and you hang out together. And there's a little lightsaber.
Lord.
Okay, so the show's off. My other question is, who's this guy that's your manager? I'm not familiar with him.
He's just helping me with my affairs. Nothing personal. He's just helping me get bigger on social media. He's thinking of ideas. And he's saying of ideas to get the Lord more popular. And he's helping me when I need gas money and extra stuff like that. Whenever I need
it. And what's his name? I don't know him. That's why.
Jared.
Jared? Okay.
Yeah. Look at this light. It looks so real, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's making you look all red.
More red for the Lord? More badass?
Yeah, like Darth Maul kind of red, right?
No, that's more of Darth Vader red.
Okay. You know it better than I do. All right, so Jared's the guy who's helping you out with your social media and stuff, and how's that been working out for you?
Been getting views, been getting some subs. I went over past the threshold where I was past. I got over that hump, thank God.
Okay, well, I guess it's working out good then. What's going on with you and the Misfits? You guys had a great party at the
We had a great party.
Day.
I had some fun with some girls. Finally got myself done. It's about time. I just, don't get me wrong. Girls are nice to be friends with, but girls are not nice to be in relationships with because let me tell you something. Being in a relationship, one, brings stress. It brings baggage. It brings nothing but problems and headaches. And being married and having kids, your life is practically over.
Thanks, pal. I might as well jump out the fucking window now.
Yeah. You're not the same anymore. You're not free to do what you please. You have some girl telling you got to come home at 8 o'clock and cook my dinner or do this or do that.
Well, thankfully, I don't have to do that, but you are correct to a certain extent. Your life is maybe not over, but it's drastically different, and there's a major change, especially when there's children involved.
When you're free, you can do whatever you please.
I know. Like if I wasn't married, I may have came down to Delray Beach this weekend, hung out with you guys, and got drunk with you. But I can't just do it, because I got responsibilities back at home. But so yeah. So all right, but you did have a good time at the party. What do you say to these jerk-offs online that think you lied about fucking these 3 broads?
I think they're pretty stupid and pretty retarded for saying that because this party was paid for. That's all I can say for, and that's why I got to have fun with them. So if it's for free, you think it would be done for free. It's not. You got it all wrong.
But they're saying like that. Yeah, you were hanging out with these girls, but you didn't bang them.
They're crazy. They're out of their mind. Of course I did. I went in the room with them. I
have no doubt in my mind you took care of business like a fucking. The man you are, yeah. And because Ron Harris, your old friend, Ron Harris, that name keeps leaking up again. He's been saying some really nasty things about you.
I don't like MD. Ron Harris. Ron Harris is in the dark right now, man. He's not even relevant anymore.
No, he never was, really. But he's been saying stuff like he actually knocked you for talking about your stepfather passing away, that he's not your natural father. Now, to me, I found that to be a fucking shot below the belt.
He's a jerk. That Ron Harris is a jerk.
Because he's saying he lost his dad at 16, and you didn't lose your dad, you lost your stepdad. But then somebody else on their site said, but if that's the guy who raised him, that's his father figure. That's his father.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
what the fuck is wrong with that fucking Ron Harris? He's sick in the head.
And he's basically saying that you're trying to deceive people into making them feel bad for you with that. He talked bad about your physique. And he said that you finally lost your heterosexual virginity. He's basically trying to say that you slept with a man before this.
Guy's sick, man. The guy's sick. He's got some problems, some issues, Ron Harris.
And that
Ron Harris, if you're hearing this, you got some serious issues, buddy.
He also said that your dick is so small that the women wouldn't even know that it was in you.
Oh, my God.
No, excuse me, in them. Let me correct myself. I'm reading this quick. I hear the 3 women are able to walk today after being Hulk smashed by Jason's enormous member. He says that sarcastically, and then they said, is it in yet? So he's making fun of your disabilities in many posts. He's making fun of your integrity. He's questioning that. So I find that to be a very
scumbagish person.
Yeah, I think it's kind of almost, and I never use this word, but it's like bullying in a way. He's cyberbullying.
He's a big bully.
He's a big dick. And he says, I didn't give him credit for the background. Ron, I'll give you credit for the background. It looks just as shitty as your old background. It's not even up straight and the lighting still blows. And just took you 8 months to get that prick Blackman to send you one. So here you go, Ron. Mm-hmm. So I just figured, I don't know if you go on muscular development and...
Never go there anymore. I haven't been there in years.
Yeah, you have a thread there that's very active. There's thousands and thousands of posts on that thread. So I just thought that he took some low blows at you, and I consider you and I friendly, and I think that's wrong.
Ignore a person who's talking crap. They make you more popular anyway when they're announcing you.
Oh yeah, no, listen, I got no problem with that.
I don't even message that guy. I haven't even talked to him since I left when the video with him in Miami. He's a complete, and I found out when I talked to him, he's a complete douche.
Yeah, good for you. You made the correct assessment. You definitely judged him 100%. I definitely see it the same way. So what else is going on with you, Jay? I mean, you and I have been talking a lot lately, but let the people out there know. I know you've been doing some different things.
Playing video games on Twitch, Kingdom 1986. Been playing video games, doing that for extra income. Doing the Lord Vader and Jason Genova everyday repeatedly videos. I've been taking my supplements because I am going to be still dieting down. I look 100, I'm 195 pounds right now. Hopefully I'll get that back down to 180 where we were last year ago.
What were you at the Ruby? What did you go on this contest last September?
September, I was about 188, 187.
Okay, so it's not bad. Now, earlier you mentioned your mom and your grandma. Is everything okay health-wise with them?
My mom's got a rotator cuff problem. She's got a knee infection. She's got some high blood pressure, eczema problems. My grandma's got shingles. She's 90 years old. She's okay, but she's still sick, going in through problems. My whole family's pretty sick lately. I mean, I'm fine. It's just my family's, I've been having to ruffle taking care of them, pay the bills,
I hope their health isn't. That's shingles at an adult. For an adult, especially an elderly one, that's something very, very could be very dangerous. Good thing that she got to the doctor. I'm assuming she has medicine for it. And your mom, does your mom take her blood pressure medication?
Yes.
Okay, because a lot of people, I have high blood pressure. I take my pill every day, and it's fine. I know a lot of people that have high blood pressure. They take the pill for a month. Their pressure's better. They stop taking the pill, and guess what happens? The pressure explodes. So that's very important. I'm glad to hear that, they're getting back on the mend, as you will. But I'm so glad to see you and Brad and Andrew and the boys.
We're back together again. We're good friends again.
As far as are you back on the podcast every week now with them?
Not every week, every other week, every couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, that's, listen, you guys have been friends a long time.
Did you watch my video where I was dressed up like Anakin?
No, I have to look for that one. Is it on?
I send you videos. It's freaking hilarious. I'm dressed up like him.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to check that out. Is it on your YouTube?
I got a costume. It looks like I'm getting a costume in the mail next week. what's worth $300 what looks like the real thing.
I've seen a lot of your videos lately. You've been wearing the black hood and stuff with the lightsabers. What's that all about? What character is that?
I'm playing the Lord. I'm the Lord. I have to play the character.
Right. See, I'm not familiar with all of the Star Wars, the ins and outs.
Well, I wrote the article for you, so you'll get a gist why he rebels and goes down the dark side. Of course, he gets denied the rank of master, so that's why he goes against the Jedi.
Okay. So now that tells the whole history of the Order 66 and all of that, right?
Yeah, that's where I started.
Does it tell your history of it, like what you did with the Order 66?
Yeah, well, I took it and I copied it. I mimicked it.
You used it. Yeah, you used it for in your world, not that's. I did get your article. I didn't have a chance to look it over yet because I just had to do a show before we got on the air. So now we can find you, the Jason Genova on YouTube, right?
And Lord Vader.
25.
YouTube, and Lord Vader 25 on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you can find me at Kingdom 1986 at Twitch.
Okay, and what about the website for the T-shirts? TheJasonGenova.com?
Not anymore. It's the Misfits now.
Oh, okay. I thought you had your own site with it, though.
No, I'm going to have my own site eventually. I'm rebuilding another site for myself.
Okay.
I'm trying to raise money to do that. I'm trying to get money together to do that.
All right, good. Well, hey, listen, man. Thank you for jumping on.
And remember, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you. There he is, the piss lord himself, Jason Genova. People want you to have a contest and give away your piss-stained underwear. They were saying it on Fitmiss. That would be pretty funny.
Raise money.
Do you go on Fitmiss at all? Do you post on there?
Sometimes. They're crazy there, man.
Oh, they're fucking out. They're out crazy. I love it. I have a blast out on there. I'm very new to it. I'm only exposed the last month or so to it. I enjoy it on a daily basis. I try to visit there and catch up on what I missed in the Genova-verse, if you will. Very impressive.
The Genova-verse.
The Genova-pedia site, Jay, is very impressive.
It's very big.
You have to feel pretty cool about that. There's a whole Wikipedia for you.
There's not a lot of fitness people who have Wikipedias about them that long.
I don't think there's any that have their own pedia sites. I haven't seen an Arnoldpedia. He might be on regular Wikipedia. You know?
Yeah.
Ron Harris don't have HARRISPEDIA, you know?
I know.
Right? So, Jason Genova, the Genova-verse, Genova-pedia. There is only one piss lord, and there he is. MSM columnist. Very proud to say that he's part of our family.
I write all my articles. They just fix the grammar for me. He just fixes the grammar. I write all my articles.
Your articles, I showed it on the phone before. You text me the article. I transpose it to a Word document, and I fix the grammar, as an editor always does. I fix Lee Priest's grammar, Boston Lloyd's grammar, your grammar, Jerry Ward's grammar. Every writer, I fix their grammar. So it's your column. It's just my corrections on it.
Guys, I finally chased him down. I'm Steve, Muscle Sports TV, Muscle Sports Magazine. I'm with the one and only homegrown talent, Ryan Terry. How you doing, brother? You all right?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah. The Olympia last year.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, for me.
I thought he won. Everybody thought he won. We must have skipped that. We were at the Alligator Bar with Robert Frank.
Feeling juicy.
And I'm going to do a shot. This young man here is getting married. Say hello.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts. Joey Paroni Bag of Donuts is getting fucking married. So get your drinks up, boys. Come on, shots up. We're gonna do this a bit different, right?
God.
Cheers. Here's to you, Guidos. I love you all.
Let's do it. Oh, here's your lightest tongue on fire. Oh.
Fucking.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, no, like I said, I had a good year last year. I was obviously second in the Olympia the year before, won the Arnold Classic, moved to America. So I kind of I was ready for obviously.
So you're not living in the UK anymore?
No, so I'm in Boca Raton, Florida. So we're back and forth. Yeah. So, but no, I was slightly disappointed. I dropped from second to sixth. It was own mistakes. Bodybuilding, you try new things each time to see if you can correct or get better. And that was just something.
For the American fans that don't know you,
Yeah.
okay, because this magazine is huge in the States. Give a bit of background about yourself.
Yeah, so I started bodybuilding, or I started training when I was 14. Got into.
How old are you now?
I'm 29.
He's a baby. Fucking look at that. Look at that.
But I've always trained with super heavies, super heavyweights, and trained with 3 times Mr. Universe all my life.
Yeah.
So I was always inspired by bodybuilders, but I just never had the genetics to get that fullness and to get that size that was required. So when Men's Physique came out, I thought that was a perfect opportunity for me to still do the bodybuilding, still obviously prep and train like a bodybuilder, but obviously keep be more suited to that.
Oh, fantastic. So what are your plans for this year?
So
Because you won the Arnold in Ohio.
I did, yes.
Yay! Joey, you were there. Bastard.
So for me now is focusing all on the Olympia. I knew what I had to do. I have to come in slightly bigger, so I've had a bit of time away from the stage.
Yeah.
Had a bit of an off season, and fingers crossed I'll be a bit bigger, and it's what they're looking for this year.
Oh, fantastic. Because I find a lot of bodybuilders now, they're competing too much.
That is true, yeah. And the thing is, people are feeling the pressures of it. There's a competition every week. Now, obviously, with the qualification system for the Olympia, Men's Physique, you can't just qualify by winning a show. You have to win multiple shows.
Which is a bit shit for for you guys in that respect. Like, it takes a toll on your body.
Exactly,
You know, when I compete Masters NPC.
Nice.
I do once a year.
Yeah.
One fucking show a year. And I've been in this industry a long time.
Yeah.
So,
but for bodybuilders though, that's acceptable because obviously you need your off season, you need to grow, and the same for Men's Physique. But for us, because it's such a popular class,
it is now,
and there's so much competition. They're having to try and find a way to get the
Ryan,
best.
do you find there's too many fucking people in your class?
I do, yes.
Now?
You know when I won the Arnold as an amateur, so that's how I got my pro card in 2013.
Oh, well done. Yeah.
Thank you. There was 110 in my class, in one class.
The fuck?
So before high classes came out, there was 110. So when I won that was a big achievement for myself, yeah.
Because when I compete, like, I'm not float my own goddamn boat, I'm too old, but like 2006, I was with Zach Kahn.
Okay, yeah.
I was sponsored actually by CMP with Dorian Yates years ago.
Yeah.
All right?
Back in the day.
Oh, fucking hell. God, fuck me, I'm old. But there was 10 competitors on stage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now I find it's unfortunate for all you guys. In my opinion, look, we're not a cookie cutter. You can fucking say whatever you like on this.
Yeah, no, it's
all right?
Yeah.
The fact that I don't think you guys get enough time on stage or enough of a chance to showcase yourself.
Yeah.
It's like quarter turn, fuck off next.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it is cutthroat, but it's just we're all in the same boat, and it is hard when you diet 12 weeks for 3 minutes on stage. But it's the rewards of it. Obviously, if you come first place, is
it's not just that. Well, for me now at my age, I think it's the process as well.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Sometimes I actually like dieting.
I love dieting. I'm off season now, and I hate it. You speak to anybody, I hate off season. So that's why I've always competed at the start of the year, the end of the year. But I only ever do 2 shows just to give myself enough time. But I like being like regimented. I like knowing I've got a purpose or a goal at the end of my 12 weeks.
And that's whatever goal that may be, even for people that are just, you know, just fans of the sport or whatever, just go training 3 times a week. You know, if they have a goal, they can actually achieve that.
Well, that's what I always say though as well. Even if you don't want to compete, set yourself a goal. If it's like stepping on, having a photo shoot, or if you're going on holiday, anything like that.
Yeah, get that beach body shit.
Yeah, do something what means enough for you to keep to your 12 weeks.
But, you know, I hope everybody, you know...
You watch beeping?
No. Oh yeah, it is, dude. Yeah, fucking Swole Watch telling me that I needed Swole Watch. I need a new one, you fuckers. My sponsors. Ryan, I big things are going to come up for you. You know, you're a young guy. You know, you have a lot of potential in this industry. And do you want to give them your Instagram?
Yeah, guys. So you can follow me on Instagram, which is Ryan J Terry, and Facebook Ryan Terry. Yeah, and obviously YouTube as well, Ryan Terry. Check it out.
And he's a handsome motherfucker, I tell you. Brother, thank you very, very much.
Nice to meet you.
All right, it's nice to finally get a hold of this guy, man. It's fucking insane out there, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Like I'll finish on this. Like I went to the Olympia in September. It was empty.
Yeah.
All the stands, it was bad.
Yeah.
Main reason because Rich wasn't there, to be honest. But, and the Arnold, but this is one of the biggest ones, I think.
Yeah, it is. And this is actually down from last year as well.
It is down.
Yeah, it is down from
It
last
is down.
year.
We're having 100,000 people through here, you know, and that the Arnold was dead. The Olympia, the Americans can't grasp how big this is, because you want a booth right in there to stand and come and say hello to this handsome mother. Look. All right, do that. Guys, have a great day. On 3, say peace. 1, 2, 3. Peace.
There's a reason why supplement companies come and go in this bodybuilding and fitness industry. It's because most of the time the shit doesn't work. But I tell you one that's been around a long time, and I'm talking decades. That is Hot Stuff. This original banana flavor, testosterone potentiator. I like to say it's a weight gainer. It's a protein, BCAA, all in one type of product. They also have Glandol. We ignore our glands. We take all of this shit, fucks a lot of stuff up inside, but Glandol takes care of that stuff. But my buddy Paul sent me some of their newer products. Right here is the Anabolic BCAA 5000. Here's the pre-workout Nitro Rage Extreme, and here is True Test. That is a performance amplifier. So it's basically a one-stop shop. When you go to hotstuffnutritionals.com, you can get all your products there. They even got some cool shirts. This is a really nice one that they sent me. But this is here, the True Test Performance Amplifier. This is the one, you know, a guy like myself, 50 years of age, sometimes you need that extra kick. So you grab one of these here and you put it up with your testosterone potentiator, and you mix it with the pre-workout, and then you even got your anabolic BCAA. You need a lot of BCAAs, and that's where this comes in. But don't forget Glandol. Take care of your glands, the inside of your body. We see the outside when you're training and hitting the gym and looking in the mirror and feeling good, but you got to worry about the inside. That's where this comes into play. So make sure you take care of the guys who take care of us. And one of the longtime guys who's been advertising with Muscle Sport Media has been HotStuffNutritionals.com.
So there was something I wanted to talk about today that I think is very, very overlooked in the bodybuilding community, and that is steroids. Steroids. Let me give you some examples of that. If you're going to talk to somebody about what should I do about, steroids. A lot of people, steroids are going to magically make you be horny all the time. To pop a pill or shove a needle in your ass and get huge. Horny all of the time. You want to jump on people all of the time. Sex all the time. What steroids will do is lift cars. That's my 2 cents worth anyway. Whatever. Thanks, guys.
the nose knows that he would probably flunk a Starbucks evaluation. Oh my God. Did you guys happen to catch online? Starbucks made a lot of this public. They closed their stores for a couple of hours one day, I think like nationwide. And they went to, for like unit training, what we used to call it in my old profession. Basically, it was a CYA, cover your ass type of fucking move by the hierarchy to say, we have bad publicity, so now we're going to overdo it to try to change the perception that Starbucks is racist because of the guys that got, arrested not wanting to leave. And I got news for you. If a store owner says that you got to leave and you don't want to leave, and then the cops come and say, and they call the cops, and the cops go, you have to leave, and you still say, fuck you, I'm not going. You're going. One way or the other, you're going. I'm sorry. Right or wrong, you don't argue the point that fucking stage. You got to leave the fucking place. And you had ample opportunity to leave. I don't give a shit if Starbucks wants to start fucking slurping everybody's dick now. Bottom line is, if they were told to leave, they should have left. Maybe it was wrong they were told to leave. I'm not justifying that part of it. But all I'm saying is, once the decision was made by someone in authority at the store, game over. You got to fucking leave. But let's have some fun, shall we? Because that's what we do here in Muscle Sport Television. Okay, it's actually the it's StarbucksChannel.com is the site. And this is becoming color brave. I guess that means like you treat everybody the same. You're not afraid of one type or a color and whatever. The first time you noticed your racial identity, when you looked in the mirror the first time and you were actually able to fucking know the difference, I don't know, when you're fucking little. Who the fuck knows? And what exactly is racial identity? My fucking description and definition may be very different from somebody else's. I'm pretty sure the Starbucks people are very different from me. So the first time I noticed my racial identity, I guess when you start school, let's say, kindergarten, first grade, things like that. I went to school in Brooklyn public schools, New York City public schools my whole life. And there was... my neighborhood in Brooklyn was a white neighborhood, but they bust the black kids in. So I guess when I started kindergarten, probably a safe answer. So far, I can still become a barista. Now this is all first time you, and here. Noticed how your race affected your beauty standards. Non-applicable. I'm not beautiful. Never claimed to be. But I guess... didn't NA. I guess I'm still doing good. I felt your accent impacted people's perception of your intelligence or competence. Well, I got the dumb Brooklyn Guinea accent. So a lot of people my whole life, and I've been on this fucking planet for 5 decades now, have fucking said, you dumb Guinea, you fucking dumb Dago, you fucking retarded wop. I've done pretty good. 2 careers, a pension. I'm running my own business now. I've done okay. I'm not a millionaire, but I live fucking fairly comfortably. So I guess my Brooklyn accent, which I still maintain, even though I've lived off of the fucking Brooklyn, on Long Island and the, East Cupcake since 95, people still know right away. New York, when I'm out of state, and in-state, Brooklyn. So I guess I can fall into the same category as the people that are we do things against them because of who they are. I fall into that category. Dumb Guinea. Altered your communication style, dialed it up or down to avoid playing into stereotypes. I've done that. Yeah. Business conversations, business negotiations and stuff like that. I've tried to not sound like the dumb Guinea fucking street kid and sound more like a businessman. I'm still doing good. Maybe I will get a job there. Had a friend of a different race who regularly visited your home. Survey says, like Family Feud. Regularly visit my home? No. When I had my own apartment in Brooklyn, we used to have parties with all the guys in my old work, and there were black guys that used to come and enjoy it. I used to go out to some of the clubs in my Guinea neighborhood with one of my friends at work, and one of my black friends, Jimmy Ryan. He used to go with me. And I told him, if anybody fucks with you because you're a fucking black guy, let me know. We'll fucking throw down. You're my friend. I got your back. But didn't regularly visit my home. But I guess I'm kind of close with that one. I didn't go too bad with that. Felt distracted at work because of external events related to race. Well, in my old profession, I had no choice. Most of the things were related to race. Had a senior role model in your organization with a similar racial identity as your own. I think we all are going to say that. White people tend to gravitate towards white people, blacks towards blacks, Spanish towards Spanish, Chinese towards Chinese, and so on. You get the fucking thing. Does that make you racist because you're like, let me ask this fucking old Guinea how he does this fucking thing? No. Does it make the black guy fucking racist for asking the black guy? No. I might be a barista after all. Went to work with your natural hair without comments or questions from others. Jay Mason, where are you when I need you? Well, before I had to dye everything, before gray set in, I did have natural hair. I had a nice mullet, too. But I get my balls broken all the time because of my Palumboism. So, hey, I'm more black than white so far, according to this. If they didn't see my name or photo and they just saw my answers, they might think I'm a brother. Felt your race affected your ability to build a rapport with your manager. Yeah, when I had a black supervisor, I felt that they most of the time wanted to give the black workers a better gig than what we got as the white guys, and vice versa, I'm sure. But most of the time, the white supervisors get stuck giving the black guys things, and that's not a fucking racist remark. It's called the quota system. I'm sorry, it's the truth, guys. The fucking Z curve. Let's not get started on that. I'm meeting two different people for the first time. One of them is my race. The other is a different race. Without thinking too much, select the level of difficulty that reflects how you might react in each instance. I can talk about race and not make the other person feel threatened. Definitely with a person of my race. With a person of a different race, you're definitely going to say things not as deep as you would with the person in your own race. Even a stranger. I can comfortably maintain eye contact throughout the conversation and not fear I'm being aggressive. I got no problem with that black guy, white guy. I look people in the eye all the time. That to me is nothing. I can use my normal gestures, and I'm Italian, so there's a lot, and with body language without feeling uncomfortable. Answered for both. Easy. The easy to hard, and there's bubbles in between. I can expect to be respected without having to prove my worth. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I can speak with my natural cadence without feeling judged about my intelligence. Asked and answered before, dumb guinea. I can respond to a difficult request directly and not fear my answer will be questioned, depending on what the question entails. That's a loaded fucking statement. It's incomplete, the question. I can share my accomplishments without someone assuming that I did not earn them myself. As a white guy who worked civil service, yes, I had no other choice. There was no quota system for us. I lost 7 years of fucking promotional fucking rank because of that. Please don't get me started. I can talk about my childhood and not expect others to assume I grew up in poverty. Well, I kind of, not poverty, but, a lower middle class. I grew up fucking a lot poorer than some fucking, minorities. I don't want to fucking hear that they're the only ones that don't have fucking money growing up. That was the way it was back then. You didn't have two fucking parents working in the old days. Mom stayed home and took care of the kids. It was three of us. My fucking dad was a civil servant. He brought home fucking money, and it was enough to get us fucking fed and clothed. I had no luxuries to speak of. I didn't have my own room till both brothers moved out. And the TV I took with me to my apartment was the 9-inch black and white fucking TV that you had to turn the dial on. So, yeah, don't give me that. You're the only ones that grew up without shit. I can voice my dissatisfaction with a situation and not be told I'm too angry. I'm always angry. My wife tells me all the time. I'm like, motherfucker. Key terms in contest: prejudice, racial equality, stereotype threat, racial anxiety, the body's heightened level of stress and emotional experience due to interactions with people of other races, often a byproduct of living in a racially homogenous environment. Well, I grew up in New York City. I just told you black kids were busted into my schools my whole life. Some of them were good friends of mine. Most often, people of color experience this anxiety due to their concern that they will be subject of discrimination and hostility. I can understand that. Where white people most often worry that they will be assumed to be racist. Bingo! That's the first thing that I think is something that I would fucking say in this fucking thing. What inspires and nurtures your spirit? I'm fucking getting my asshole eaten. How would your customers say you are bringing our mission and our values to life as you connect with them in your store? You buy 10 cups in a month, you get your asshole eaten. I don't know. A lot of this isn't pertaining. I'm just flipping through it now. So all in all, I didn't do as bad as I thought I was going to do in this Starbucks manual question. How did you do? Did you take it at home with me as I did it? Did we do it together? I just did it for a fucking goof. If you guys watch any of our shows, I'm very crass. I don't pretend to fucking be anything other than that. And most of the time, it's in fucking total jest. So if you don't get it, whatever. Too bad. You go watch some other shit. What do I care? So, bottom line is, the nose knows that after reading it carefully and taking the little quiz, he might have a future as a Starbucks barista if this fucking muscle sport thing don't work out. This MSM Sports Shot is being brought to you by OldSchoolIron.com. Check out their great site. You can get all their apparel, and franchising is available. 4 locations now. They are blowing up all over the United States. Stephen A. Smith has to do a public apology because he says he prefers women's asses over their breasts. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this world coming to? I saw the clip. He was on. I'm no fan of Snoop Dogg's, and I would never watch anything that he does. But I saw this clip. It was posted on Twitter, and Snoop is asking him like, tacos or burgers? Those hot, those kind of questions. Which is like, you one of choices, and you pick the one-word answer. He goes, ass or titties? And Stephen A., I'm paraphrasing, basically says, I've always answered it the same way, ass. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a bottom feeder. And it got a great laugh from the live audience. I thought it was hysterical. I mean, he didn't say I'm apologizing. I said I like to eat ass, which I kind of understood it to be that, and I thought it was even better for that. I'm a big fan of Stephen A. Been listening to him on the radio for years, between Fox Sports and ESPN radio. He's bounced around. The guy is a funny guy. He's got a good shtick, but you're emasculating this guy by making him apologize. And even his apology was kind of like, you could see he was kind of like, I feel like a jerk that I've been forced to do this, but here goes anyway. So good for you, Stephen A. And I agree with you. I'm an ass man. I'm a bottom feeder, and I love the way chicks' asses smell and taste. Boom. No apology necessary. And that is going to do it for us this week on MSTV. Thank you so much again to Jason for joining us, and all of the host of hosts right here in the MSM family. We see you once a week for this pre-recorded. Yes, we do pre-recorded on the show. We do those live shows twice a week. This is the one, it's our flagship show, and we like to put it together real nice, spit and polish for you guys. Hope you appreciate all of that shit that we do for you. Hey, $9.99 free shipping United States for the shirt just like this. Go to musclesportmag.com/store. You can also order the magazines there, subscriptions or single issues, and everything on that fucking page. Free shipping in the United States. And I also want to do a shout out for my buddy 444 Active. That's Junior's Instagram handle. Check him out. He hooked me up with a great MSM titanium pendant, the hardest metal known to man. Check it out. Follow his page over there, 444 Active on Instagram. And if you're interested in getting something like this, you can get one like this or one maybe with your own company's name on it. Shoot him a DM. He'll give you a nice fucking deal. Trust me. And his work is impeccable. We'll see you guys in a week.